but how has Jesus revealed himself to you in your life?
Well, like I say, I try to stay in conscious contact with God. And, I see God's presence in my life through all these little synchronicities, these coincidences that happen that should never happen.
Yeah.
This week, my wife was having a really hard time, and I was thinking to myself, we were getting on a plane to take the first vacation that I've had in 17 months, the first day off, and we were going to do 3 days in Mexico. But she was struggling with an issue, and I was thinking to myself, I have a friend who's kind of a healer and a psychologist. And I was thinking, and I had said to her the day before, I really want you to talk to this friend of mine. But we were now on a plane to Mexico, so, that was impossible. But I was sitting on that plane thinking, I really wish she had been able to talk to him before we went on this trip. And at that moment, the guy walks onto the plane and sits, and he and his wife, we were in the first row, and there were 4 seats in the first row, and he and his wife were in the other 2 seats.
No.
And I ended up trading seats with him, and he sat next to my wife during that trip, and really said the words that she needed to hear to reset herself. And it was really beautiful. But that kind of synchronicities, happen to me all the time. In fact, and they're really miracles, because the chance of that happening are 1 in a trillion, right? And yet it happened. And I see that kind of stuff almost every day in my life, and I now sort of count on it. And I'm not surprised by it, but it's just a confirmation for me that God is in my life, and that, it's not an abstraction, that it's real, and that, we all have to walk with 1 foot in the spiritual world and one world in the material, 1 foot in the material world. The people who have it easiest are the monks who go up and live in an isolated place where the world's not around, right? But if you're actually walking through the world and it's coming at you all the time, and the opportunities for lust and anger and resentment and self-pity and, all of the 7 deadly sins are coming at you every moment of the day, it's much more difficult to maintain your balance and your faith